There he is.
The important pieces just showed up. Right.
So did you know?
Hey.
Full of petitions.
Yeah, probably
I want to see this.
I knew. Get a box. You deserve it.
$2. Oh, look at this. We got dollies.
We're just going to dolly him to the front. No, we're going to dolly him to the front.
I think it's more fun if we have a person on a box.
It is more fun if you have a person on a box.
We're just taking Megan right over there for pictures.
I think we can carry him in.
We're going to carry him in. We're just taking him over there.
What are we going to do to get him from here to there?
Carry him.
Literally.
Carry him.
That's fine.
I got you.
Wow. So, here are the ballots going into City Hall.
Hey.
I think we can get that.
Hey.
Allison, you want a box of carry him?
It looks like we're going to end
Hi, Pam.
We're not going to need this.
Hi, Dave. How are you today?
You're looking awesome carrying a...
Got my box.
Awesome.
See?
Yes.
Box number 6.
That is excellent.
I don't know how many boxes there are yet.
There are a bunch.
Wow. Look at them go by.
I'm telling you.
You got box 9.
Box 11, you won the
And they just keep coming.
Yeah.
Wow. This is awesome.
Good old box 3. Yeah. Awesome.
All right. There's all the boxes.
Oh, yes. That's very cool. Very cool. Just put that on.
It should be.
Put her on the top of
Yep, right here.
We want the pile boxes. You bet. And you can have your box back.
a mountain of boxes.
I'll hold box 11. No, it's. Hey, will y'all bring those boxes up here for me, please? Thank you. Aaron was bringing me mine. 7 minutes. Paul, what do you think about putting them right here and taking a picture with everybody?
Where do you want?
I don't know. We're chatting about it now. Okay.
Is it taller than me?
I think we
Wait a
should.
minute, is it taller than me? That's how we raise our boxes.
Everyone wants to take a picture behind them.
That's fine. Box 11. I got to move the truck and we got to get them in box 11.
They're on the way right now. All right, let's put them right here, and then right next to the sign.
Why don't we just move the sign?
Yes.
Then we have to stand over there behind the vehicles. Just make them all match, though, right? What do you mean OCD? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Who said that?
No, that's not OCD. That's just being organized.
Yes.
Box 11. All right. That's actually box 12.
Look at that.
That makes sense. Box 11 is the empty one. Alright, so people on both sides, yeah? Yeah. If you have wheels, get in the front. Yeah, come on. Let's get a picture here.
You need to be over here.
It's not all the way to the front, but yeah. I'll be able to see this and that.
This is your butt face.
Feeling good.
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man.
Hall.
Hall.
Oh. What the hell? Oh.
This is the easy part.
Yeah. Tuck it in.
Well, you
They
need to go
they don't know where the City Hall is.
Wait, they couldn't figure that
Tom
out.
Ferguson couldn't figure it out.
Google? Can you not just Google it?
Google the library or the
City Hall. Norman City Hall.
109. Yes, you're right in front of that sign.
Oh,
You want to lay down in front of it, Paul?
Is it taller than me? This guy.
Are we all in the picture? Are we visible?
Oh yeah.
Speech.
There you go.
Speech.
Yeah, we're tired.
Done it. There it is.
All right.
Speech ball.
Speech ball.
So happy. Not so much a speech, but it's I mean. All right. Thank you all. Okay, so can everybody hear me? All right. So I'm Paul
Quiet.
Okay, so I'm Paul Arcaroli. I'm one of the founding members of ORAD, and I'm only going first because my last name starts with an A. So there can be a lot of people speaking. I know you're only here for one reason. You have to wait a little while for the number. All right. So this is really amazing to me. This really illustrates the best in community development. I am so. Funny thing is, I'm going to start crying here. I am so proud and so humbled in all of this. It just amazes me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I have a lot of people to thank, and I know there are lots of people who want to speak, and we're going to do all of that. First of all, I want to thank the volunteers. I mean, this can't happen, this couldn't happen without all of you. We're very, very excited. I'm getting, look, I'm shaking. I have to give a special shout out to our notaries, Marguerite. Where's Marguerite? I mean, they work their fingers to the bones. I mean, they actually notarized, and now I'm giving a little bit away, over 1,000 packets. Amazing. Thank you. The other thing here, we stand on the backs of giants. None of us does this alone. And there are a couple of giants here in the crowd I have to recognize, because none of this would be possible, really, without Rogers and Ellis. Yeah. Rogers and Steve Ellis, they are true champions, and they are giants, and we stand on their backs. Their vigilance in these matters, you wouldn't know half of what's going on. You wouldn't know 90% of what's going on.
Speak to the microphone.
Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Donors, democracy isn't cheap. It's very, very expensive, and there are lots of people here that have donated, a lot of them. Again, I'm humbled. Thank you so much, all of you donors, everybody. I'm not mentioning any names. All right. I want to thank all of the neighbors that actually signed this petition. I'm not revealing the number yet. There's somebody else to do. But I also want to thank all the neighbors who didn't sign the petition but were supportive. We are one community. We may have different opinions about what the right path is, but we are one community, and we talk about this stuff. And our neighbors did not silence us. All the doors we knocked, all the people we talked to. God bless everybody.
Yes.
Okay, the organizations here. I want to. This does not happen with just this group. There are many, many community organizations that I need to absolutely have to be recognized here, and to start with Women in Action for Norman. These ladies are awesome.
Yes.
Couldn't have done it without you. And your amazing ability to organize and bring people together. I went to the first training session with them. We had like 40 people. In the second training session, about 150 people. It was incredible. Thank you so much. Red Dirt Collective, I know you're all represented here. These people deserve applause every day of the week for all the things that they do for this community. Neighbors for Norman. It's a Facebook group, but it's again a Rogers and Ellis thing. These people bring people together every day. We have over 5,000 people in that group. Again, and Speak Up Norman is another group. By the way, it's also an offshoot of Rogers and Ellis. All right. I have my list is I'm almost done. Patience. Local businesses that have supported us. You know, it can be a really dicey thing to get involved in something like this, even though it's non-political and it's very communal. But businesses have to do business and they have to support everybody. So when people actually risk their reputation and their business and do this for us, you have to shout them out. And the big one, Yellow Dog Coffee Company. They did not hesitate. Sarita and Rob, and God bless them both. God bless the people who work there. They gave us our parking lot. They gave us our time. They gave us our support. Again, thank you so much. Yeah. Alameda Market. Oh my gosh. Far right. They were our lifeline on the east side of Norman. God bless them. And they said, we don't do political, but we're doing this. Thank you so much. All right. Stash, man, I tell you, Stash, downtown Norman, God bless them all. They said, we want to be trained, we want everybody to actually be involved, we want to be part of this, and we say, God bless them. D&B Liquor Market, another East Side salvation for us. I tell you what, they really came through, and we really appreciate it, and they're a really new business on the East Side. And again, they risked a lot by just being involved. They were involved. They said, no questions asked, we're doing this.
All right.
Root Salon. They risked a lot to have our, and you know, it was crowded, and they were so gracious and so wonderful. And everybody get your hair cut there. Now, not a business, but the local libraries on East and West Side, they were so warm and inviting and welcoming. To give them a big shout out. Read more books. All right, and finally, I have to give one big shout out to the Secret Society, who actually sent out all those phone texts. Every time a text came out, we got an additional 50 signers. So I say, keep doing it, folks, wherever you are. Green Feather Books, that's right. Thank you. Green Feather Books, all right. I skipped over Green Feather. I should not have Green Feather Books. Again, they trained their staff. They opened their doors. They were warm and inviting and welcomed us. 5 books.
Yeah.
5 books, please.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Last but not least, I really want to thank the local media. You all have been balanced, fair, kind, supportive. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I do have one shout out for Know You Daily. Where are you guys? Oh my God. If this is any indication what's coming out of the newspaper and out of the journalism school, we are in good shape going forward. Anyway, I've said enough. I'm done. Rob Norman is I am linking this back to my favorite attorney.
Now the important thing, hey, I'm going to be Larry for a minute. Say, hold your applause. I'm not going to kick anybody out. Hey. This is an important quiet moment, folks. This will continue to be an important quiet. The first quiet moment is to thank our fantastic organizer, Paul Arcaroli. this is not his first go around at something like this, and he always gets what he does right. So now we can have a great hand for Paul Arnold. Great work, Paul. Folks, this is a great day for direct democracy. Oklahoma in particular, and many of our progressive states, yes, I use that word because it was a direct result of the progressive movement of the early 20th century, set us up not just to be a city council or an elected representative democracy. They set us up to have the right of direct democracy whenever a governing body misread the room and the people need to correct the decisions of the governing body, or at least exercise the opportunity to correct the governing body and let them know the people think differently. That's what this is all about, is putting this arena project, and particularly the financing of the arena project, to a vote of the people. Now, for the moment the press has all been waiting for, I'll have a few comments after. Everyone wants to know how many signatures we got. The Municipal Referendum Act and the Local Development Act required us to get 6,098 signatures. I am happy to tell you that our official tally of verified signatures is 11,602. One more time, folks, because hold your applause, because I have a very loud voice, but I think you clap too loud even for me. Again, just so we've got it on the microphones, our official signatures we are submitting is 11,602. So there we go. Now, I want to say that was submitted in the shortest time frame that is allowed for a referendum or an initiative petition under Oklahoma law. Under the Local Development Act, we had 30 days after the passage of the ordinance for the Rock Creek Entertainment District to submit that. That means that unlike some other political campaign races, unlike initiative petitions on the statewide level, we didn't have months or years to organize this first and pile up money and pile up votes. What we had time to do was get our act together quickly, get a referendum petition together, submit it in compliance with the timeframes of the act, and we're turning it back in with the timeframes of the act. And I think it's fantastic that we came close to getting double the number of signatures required. So let's remember again that this is about the people getting to express their will. If people want this arena and project plan with the TIF financing, they can vote yes. However, if they do not want this arena and project plan where it is and with the particular plan of TIF financing chosen, we have done our job to give you an opportunity to express your will and vote no. And this would not be an advisory vote. This would not be a vote that the council can decide that we'll pay attention to that or we won't pay attention to that. This will be a binding vote on the ordinance that adopted the Rock Creek Entertainment District project plan and financing mechanism. So that is one thing to understand about this. And the way the courts construe these referendum petitions, we feel we're in good shape because the mandate from the courts is to resolve all doubts in favor of the vote of the people. With that many signatures, with this great of a groundswell of the vote of for a vote of the people in 30 days, we feel we should be allowed to put this to a vote of the people. Yes. We've done all we can do. We've done all that's in our control. Now the city clerk will take over the job of counting signatures. Now this may go through the courts, But hopefully the will of the people will be expressed and we will get to vote on this on February 11th, 2025, the same day as the next mayoral election. Now, for the benefit of the press, we will be available after we get done with this, after we submit, to answer questions and things like that as appropriate. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Russ. You wanted to make a few comments?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over to Russ Rice, who again was one of our fantastic organizers, putting in countless hours, getting signatures, working at Grand Central Station at the tent at Yellow Dog. You want to go by Russell today?
I always go by
Russell Rice. Russell Rice.
All right, as Robert said, is it Rob or is it Bob?
Any one of them will work.
Anyways, I'm Russell Rice. I'm the organizer for the Oklahomans for Responsible Economic Development. I want to say thank you to Elevate Norman, Team Norman, I'm not sure, whatever they're going by these days. Like Paul said, for all the kind text messages. Every time they sent out a text message, I didn't get a break until the end of the day. People just kept coming. So next time, if you could send them earlier in the day, I think we could get more people. Thanks to those I cannot list by name due to their fear of retaliation by their employer. Thank you to the everyday folks that made this happen. The ones that took off work, the ones that hired babysitters, gave up personal time with family to help us achieve our goal. Our community showed up. I've sat with this petition every day, but I've never sat alone. There's always been volunteers, hundreds of volunteers, non-paid members of our community telling the city to find another way to fund this. I'm not anti-arena, I'm not anti-growth, I'm anti-TIF. I'm anti-using our money without asking us first. It's like a child went into their parents' wallet and took money without asking. Our community deserves a voice on this. As we've carried this, we've seen that we are not walking with this petition in an echo chamber either. It's not just the blue or the red that are signing or the independents. It seems it's someone or a lot of ones from everywhere coming to sign our petition. Everyone says the same thing. I want to be heard. They say we vote on bonds. Why not this? They say we can't raise our water rates without a vote. But $600 million? That's cool. We don't need to vote on that, they say. We need a voice. The question for me is, how do we keep getting here? We've been here before. Not this far, but we've almost made it this far. It's obvious that the citizens do not want an arena, yet we keep having one forced down our throats. Constantly. And a turnpike, for that matter.
Business leaders.
And a few business leaders, yeah. By some folks whose egos demand they build buildings we don't need just so they can use it on a resume for the next city they move to. Who is it that keeps putting this on the agenda? How do we keep getting here? What do we need to do to change the person who keeps putting the petition on the agenda? Let's do that. All right. It's time for a change, Norman. Vote with us. Stand up for your voice. Call your city council person and the city staff and let them know how you feel. Demand change to the system that keeps extracting wealth from the poor and who lets humans sleep outside when the buildings are empty every night. Or that forces a turnpike down our throats and makes us rearrange businesses. The voting bloc that's 50 and above is unhappy. They've told me so. They are also the largest voting bloc here. The power is ours, and we're going to use it. Norman votes. Thank you. Ms. Post?
Hello, I'm Pam Post, and I'm one of the proponents of this petition that's going before the City Council and the City Clerk. This petition allows the citizens of Norman to vote on the TIF district. And as we move forward the process and go through the judicial part that is going to occur, I need the citizens of Norman to realize how this TIF district, the $600 million that possibly will be diverted from the city funds, will go to developers, and therefore the city in essence is defunding the police again. They are defunding the city general revenue, and therefore we will not have the income, the city will not have the income to hire the new officers that are needed to keep us up with the SEC that they are thrilled that we have joined. They sit here and talk about how this is for economic development, but yet they will not be able to provide services for the city because they are diverting up to $600 million of our city sales tax from the general revenue fund into the pockets of developers. I want the citizens of Norman to consider that where they want their sales tax revenue to be spent. Additional officers, additional firemen, new streets, city sewage systems, pipes, dog rescue, city animal control. This is all contained and bundled in this petition. So as we go through the process and February 11th come up, take a look at how the diversion of the city sales tax will affect you as a resident of Norman. Thank you very much for letting me speak.
Okay, folks. Right now, press, you're all welcome to bring in and watch us, but we've got some very valued and good members of city staff whom we all have good relationships with.
Yeah, perfect.
Who are eager for us to bring these in, turn them in. We'll get them file stamped, submitted. You're certainly welcome to watch the process, but hey, this process, we want to have a situation where folks can pick up a box and bring them in. So let's do that. Let's pick up a box and let's start bringing them in to City Hall. Ooh, box 8. Okay, don't lose me. I got one thing to do with box 11 before we get out.
Okay.
Okay, box 11. I need to see box 11.
It's in her hand right there.
Okay.
You double checked.
I double checked before. Yeah, I remember that. Almost there.
Hey.
Just a moment.
You can double it. You can have somebody.
Yeah, one on each side.
There you go.
Ready?
Make a hole, make a hole, make a hole. Make a hole, make a hole. Make a hole. There we go. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Money guys, some money shots down here.
Y'all let us know when you're ready.
Absolutely anticipate a legal challenge.
Yes, whether we get one or not, you always plan for that.
Everybody ready?
All right? Everybody ready?
Ready? Let's go.
Roll!
Thank you, Bob.
They don't have that discretion in this case. They have to run it at the next municipal general election.
That's what I told you.
statute. It's not just that I pick a date, the mayor, the city manager picks a date. So right now, the next municipal general election is February 11th, 2025. If it gets tied up in the courts, the next general municipal election is April 2025. So no, this can't be run into 2026 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's it? Okay. All right.
I don't think they want anybody to one side. They want you know.
I have something to get file stamped.
Yeah, they'll slide through the. Yeah, you know, we could use fireman day. Do what? We could use fireman day. No, it's okay. For the pictures, right?
Oh, good.
You got a chain of custody.
Come on, lady. Thank you. Yay.
What I have here is a
Yes.
cover letter, similar to what the OG folks did. We can just have that file stamp.
I don't even have
Just keep a copy for the record. And you can just put a file stamp on these copies. And return them to me.
We're all working together.
11,602.
Good job, sir.
Now I know what to do.
The
City director here.
They stuff this card They'll probably be so discouraging. I can't imagine the job if not so fun.
Run interference.
Let Norton vote. Woo! Vote, yes. Democracy speaks.
All right.
Yes.
Do we have 11 boxes?
We can go in there, do you want us,
Yeah, just check and confirm that you have 11 boxes.
and we can stamp the boxes too if you want?
Yeah, excellent. That would be great.
And can you also stamp all the boxes that you see?
Yeah, that's just, that's just essentially cover letter. Thank you. What's your name? Lisa.
It's not as much as
Thanks, guys.
it's count.
Got all 11 in there?
All right. You got 11?
Yep, we
You got
got
11? Okay, then we submitted them all.
All right, fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Jason.
We'll see you soon.
I hope so. Yeah, exactly. Go on. By the way, don't be in your office around lunch.
What?
I said, don't be in your office around lunch. You can say weird things.
Notice Sarah Kaplan went out of town too.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Norman,
Yes.
a little over 6,000 people voted in the last Norman general election. How do you figure you got so many to sign this petition?
Motivated to exercise their rights for democracy. And yes, I feel there is a massive amount of groundswell citizen concern that the council did not express the will of the people when they voted this through 5-4.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right. Anything else?
That's a wrap.
In old Oklahoma, beneath the western skies, where folks all say hi stranger, and friendship never dies.